Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It is tournament time again, and it has been a hot minute since we jumped in a kayak tournament. The last kayak tournament that I fished was in December, which is absolutely crazy, but you know, just the way the months fell, we had a weather delay one month. There was a couple tournaments that were really far from the house that I just decided not to jump into because I was coming right off of traveling and all that kind of stuff. But here we are. It's time. I'm ready to get back on the horse. This is going to be a fun morning this morning, I believe. I mean, it is rainy, it is crappy, it is windy, it is cold, it is everything that I love for a kayak tournament, because when it is like this outside is when I seem to do the absolute best, and it's when the fish seem to bite as well, especially on the lake that we're heading to this morning. So we got loaded up. We've got like 13 rods with us because I've had zero practice. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to fish some history, also try to find a bite. We're just going out here, we're just going fishing is what we're doing. We're going fishing, just having to pay a little money to fish in a tournament. So we're going to get out here, we're going to see what's going on. I mean, they should be totally pre-spawn. This should be an awesome pre-spawn bite, but we don't know until we get here. So as always, zero expectations on the morning. We're heading towards the lake right now. I'm so excited you guys clicked on this video. It is officially 5:51 in the morning, and without further ado, let's send it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Lord have mercy. I thought we were going to have a little bit of emergency this morning, but I think we're good. That time is wrong, just so that's out there in the world. The exact time is 6:45. That's daylight savings time on the graph, so I don't think I started fishing before lines in. Just want to put that out into the ether. But yeah, graph wouldn't turn on. I don't know what was wrong with it. Just unplugged it and plugged it back in, and then my motor was in like some weird mode. I must have hit a button or something and turned it into like, it was weird. It was like delayed. I don't know, but I turned everything off, unplugged it, plugged it back in, and we're good. But here we are. We're finally on the water. It is 6:45, like I said. Lines in is at 7 o'clock. We got a boat tournament going out of the ramp that I just put in at, which is, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it, but we're going to have to deal with those guys today. So that is what it is. But yeah, we got 15 minutes before it's game time, and I'm ready to get after this thing. Water is 55.5 degrees. So, and these fish ought to be munching. I mean, these fish just ought to be, they ought to be eating something. We're just going to have to figure out exactly what it is this morning. I'm going to probably start out with a spinnerbait or a slobber knocker. Definitely going to throw a topwater at some point today, because that ought to be a bite that's going on. And I've got a coal shad with me. I've got several other things with me. And so we're going to send it and see, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to send it and see. But it is 7 o'clock. That means it's go time. We're about to send it. See if we can catch some fish. Let's see what happens. It's warm enough. I'll tell you that much right now. It is warm enough that they'll eat this thing. Oh, really? Really? What in the world just happened? Oh my God. Damn. Well, that was a bite. There you go. Oh my God. It's got to be striper. Just the way they're hitting it, it's got to be striper. I don't think that's bass. That's two, because that felt weird whenever I hooked whatever that was, and then that one just popped it and left it be. Maybe it's striper. Hell, it could be big smallmouth. Who knows? That sucks. Well, it's 2 bites on a money badger. I'll get this thing in our hand for a minute. All right, guys. Well, we've been out at, well, we're an hour into the tournament with, I will say, 2 bites. I don't know what those were earlier that bit. I'm trying to convince myself that they were both striper because they just ate weird. Like, they didn't eat it with intention. Like, it was just like a real hard thump. The first one just kind of bumped, wah wah, and then was gone, and then the second one just popped it. There's a bunch of striper in this lake, a bunch of hybrids in this lake, and there's a bunch of them up here moving around, and so I'm going to convince myself it was hybrids, but we're staying after it. We're moving back out here to the main. Fished all of this right through here, kind of switching in between topwater, slobber knocker, and then picked up that money badger, but we got our bites on. So we're going to keep moving and grooving, switching in between baits and just seeing what we can get done. But so far we are sucking it up a little bit, but it is what it is. This lake's been fishing so tough, and it's like, makes me sad because I love this lake this time of year, but everything is just so behind. I mean, like, normally by this time of year it's slobber knocker, spinnerbait, and topwater, but I think this year it's just going to be, we're going to have to slow down maybe a little bit, throw the crankbait, throw the jerkbait, and just figure it out. But we'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. We got a long day. Line's out at 3 o'clock, so we got plenty of time. Tell you what, guys, not usually one to complain, but I'm not going to fish used water, and when people cut me off in boats just because I'm in a kayak, it pisses me off. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, you know I'm a boat owner as well as a kayak owner. If I ever see a kayak out on the water and I'm in a 20-foot bass boat with my 250 on it, I'm going to give him a wide berth because I understand that guy can't move as many places as I can move. Like, he can't go as many places as I can go, so I'm not going to run up on him. Those dudes ran right in front of me, cut me off, and I'm having to fish behind them. And so we're going to move just to get away from those guys. It just pisses me off. Like, if you're a boat owner, don't do that. Seriously. I'm getting real tired of it. Like, this, it's fascinating to me. That's the culture of bass boat fishing, so much so that you cut people off in kayaks, and or just don't even look out for them, because that's another thing. I've been almost ran over way too many times by guys in bass boats because they didn't see me. So I'm just putting that out into the ether right now. There's going to be people who get all pissy and pissed off about it, but I really don't care. It's the truth, and people, you need to not do that. All right, it's 9:48, so 10 minutes until we've been at it for 2 hours. We got those 2 bites, and that was about it. It is ridiculously busy out here today. I mean, I was just looking at 6 different bass boats in one pocket. So, yeah, I'm competing with a lot of different people. I keep getting cut off, which is about to drive me crazy, but you just got to deal with it and not lose your mind. I want to, but I know that's not the right thing to do. But trying to stay positive. My optimism gauge started at a 100 this morning. Now it's at about a 25%. But you know what? It's all right. We're going to stay after it. I mean, these fish, the wind is supposed to start blowing this afternoon. And when that wind starts blowing, it may change everything. We fished the spinnerbait, the slobber knocker, the money badger, a Ned rig, a worm. What else? I fished a jerkbait and a topwater, threw a cold shatter on a couple of ducks. And we've put everything in front of them at least once, and they just not wanting to participate. But like I said, that's okay. I'm eyeing a bank straight across from me here that I've caught some fish on before. I'm thinking about buzzing over there and then maybe going back in a pocket. The biggest thing is just finding a dang pocket that ain't got 5,265 people in it. I mean, there's just so many people out here, but I think it's possible. So we're going to fish this little main lake bank right here, We're gonna pray the wind starts blowing. Then we're gonna make us a move again and just keep buzzing. I mean, we're just gonna keep moving and grooving until something shows itself that is promising. Those couple bites this morning, that was promising. I didn't see them, and so I don't know if they were striper or not, but I was in about dang near the back of a pocket on some gravel, some clay mud gravel, so I know where there's plenty of stuff like that, so we can go test that as well, but we just gotta stay after it. There we go. Literally, guys. Did he just come off? Oh my gosh! What the heck? Literally, guys, I just stopped. I literally just did that little talking piece. Threw in there, got a bite. Same exact thing as this morning. I mean, those hooks are fine. He didn't bite it though, just kind of loaded up on. I mean, I wonder if I'm running it over something's back or something. Oh, man. That just pisses me off. Damn, man. That's crazy. It's the same exact thing that happened this morning. Threw in there, just as soon as I crank it, it loads up on it, and just they don't really fight. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. It's either a bass or a striper. I believe it to be, I don't know what it is. It's a striper. Alright guys, little 14 3/4 there. There's fish number one. Now we gotta get this shit unjawed here. I'm fucking making a mess. Alright, there's bite number one. 14 3/4. I told you guys, I'm pissed. I'm telling you, we're going fishing. Like, I'm pissed because these fish should be biting. I should be able to catch fish better than this. I mean, just straight up, like, I think I've missed some opportunities this morning, just missing bites, and I'm telling you, these fish should be biting this money badger. The water temperature's perfect, the wind's perfect. You probably can barely hear me. I mean, when it's ripping like this, it's perfect. So we're gonna fish. Yeah, he's probably about 2.5, 3. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been struggling, so it feels good to catch a fish. Yeah, buddy, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that Berkley money badger. Yeah. All right, guys, 17.5 incher. Thank you. All right, thank you, buddy. There's fish number 2. I just literally am putting my head down and cranking this money badger. I'm not doing anything the rest of the day. I mean, that's 2 bites on this bank doing that. Literally, these guys were just fishing towards me and fished this entire bank right here. Stopped to eat them something, and I picked that fish up literally on used water. So we're cranking the money badger the rest of the day, picking it up, not putting it down, and that's the plan. So money badger strikes again. She's good at that damn thing, man. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand this bait, but it catches fish. All right, guys, 13 3/4. I need 2 more. We need 2 more. Need 2 more. And money badger strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. The old badge daddy strikes again. Okay, hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That's a freaking big one right there. Oh my God, he just came off. Mother. Damn, guys. I literally thought I was hung up. I didn't feel that fish bite. He loaded up on it weird, and I didn't feel him bite, and I literally thought I was hung up in that tree right there. Golly, man. Ugh. Well, you know, the thing is, that was a big one. That would have definitely helped. I mean, that was probably a 19-inch fish, but we're getting bites. So, I mean, you can't complain much when now that we're getting bites. I mean, that would have been number 4, and that was a big one, but we just gotta go on. We're good. We're good. We're just gonna keep fishing. We're just gonna keep on fishing. Just keep on fishing. And I think it's just because it's not the second, Gary. I got a big one, buddy. Hold on a second, Gary. Yep, that's a giant right there. That's a giant. Woo! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, man. Hey, dude, listen, anytime I get on the phone, I catch fish, so you better not call me. Oh, God. Yeah. All right, guys, there's a 19-incher. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Laid up in them trees right there, right where I thought she'd be. Poor thing, she's got a big old cold tag hole right in her mouth where somebody caught her using them old style cold tags, but we'll let her go. Get her out of here. Thanks, baby. Hell yeah, honey. All right, guys, well, there you go. Only old hitworm. Just a Texas rigged hitworm. Heck yeah. She was laying up in them trees right there. It's crazy. I cast it up in there 4 or 5 times before she bit. But they live right here, man. Oh man, that really makes me wish I had that other one from earlier today, because if I did, we'd be in a good dang on position, I'll tell you that much. But we're gonna stay after it here. We're gonna stay after it. It's all good. We're gonna sit her for a few more minutes, keep throwing this Texas rig for a second, see if we can pick up another one, then we're gonna go cranking some more and see if we can crank up a few. But yeah. Makes me wish I had that bigger one from earlier, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, this is good practice for next week. This gives me a really good base of what to know to come to do, and hopefully we have some very similar weather that we did today, because weather like this is what makes these fish bite. I mean, you guys notice, what did I say? When the wind started blowing, these fish would start biting, and sure enough, the wind did not blow this morning, but the wind started blowing about midday, and that's when this fish started biting. So we're going to stay after here and keep tossing this Texas rig for a second. All right, boys and girls. She's done. Oh, man. I had a good time. It was a good day. We caught some fish. It's just when you got that big one on and you make a silly mistake like I did and don't get them in, it kind of hurts your feelings a little bit, but it's all good. It is all good. We're gonna get back to the boat ramp, get this thing loaded up, start heading towards the house. The 6th place king strikes again. I literally am the 6th place king of the entire world. Well, I was in 6th place when standings got turned off. That one big fish that I lost ended up hurting me today. But like I said, this tournament for me was more about practicing for the big tournament that's coming next week on this same lake. I got some really good information for next week. I know exactly, well, not exactly, but I got a really good idea what I need to be doing to do well in that tournament, and that is exactly what we're going to try to do next week. But I'm glad you guys watched this one. I had fun fishing this one. It was tough, to say the least. I mean, you know, I started out struggle busting this morning and then figured out that little bite with the money badger right there in the middle of the day. Ended up losing that big one, but then knew where to go try to make up some ground back there on those trees. And I think that bite is only going to progress more. Those fish are only going to get up on the bank even more. And as soon as that water starts hitting like 57, 58, 59 degree mark, we should have a bass spawn and an alewife spawn. And when both of those things start happening at the same time, it can get absolutely stupid on that lake, and that bite can be stupid. And so hopefully that fires off next week. But I'm so glad you guys watched this video. I really appreciate you clicking on it, taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. I'll make sure to throw up where I ended up finishing in this tournament right here at the end of this thing. And as always, you guys are sweet. Thank you for watching.